Shalom, my brothers and sisters. My name is Symmanayah, if you don't know me by now. And I want to welcome you to the channel. I'm going to also invite you to my White Rose family channel, and you will find different content on that channel. And I've decided on this channel for now to have a series of words, messages to you, Yahuah. There's a lot of talk about what should be, what's going to happen, and what's unfolding. There's a lot of description of the conditions that are unraveling before our very eyes to prove that we are in end times. But how many of us are talking about things to do? What to do, my brothers and sisters? What are we to do for such a time as this? And in this segment, part 5 of Chosen and Called, whether we agree or disagree, as end times unravel, things are happening, actions are occurring, demands are placed on us. So in this segment, I want you to think about, as it relates to things to do, being focused. Are you better focused today than you were last week? Do you know what occurred in your life yesterday? Have you been swept away with something that was attractive that had become a stronghold? Being focused, establish a sense of direction, goals and objectives, and begin to execute and work that plan, that vision. Continue to talk to one another, my brothers and sisters, asking one another how they feel, what's on their mind, what are their goals and objectives, what's really happening in their lives. Continue to talk brings about the building of relationships. So many people listen to talk and we don't hear what one another is saying. We don't understand the struggle or the work or the actions of one towards another. Always ask questions, my brothers and sisters. Always ask questions. Asking questions forge relationships. It uncovers where help is needed. It uncovers where strength lies that we may not have recognized from another. Ask questions like peeling an onion to learn the content, the struggle, the structure of what we're facing. Ask questions. And he who is reluctant to encourage another to ask questions oftentimes have something to hide. Do we really want to be around people that just hiding stuff that may be to our detriment, or even hiding stuff that could help us? Let us ask questions and get to know one another. My brothers and sisters, know when to let go. End times are coming, and it's going to bring movement. And there are people and there are things we're going to have to let go, release, press forward, and not look back. Are we prepared to do that? Have the discussions. What will I let go? What would I release? What's waiting for me to embrace? My brothers and sisters, know when to position and reposition. Know when to come away and when to be still. Yahushua, let us learn to begin to identify the difference between form and function. When we get into discussions where we are in disagreement or don't understand one another, let's pray and seek the seed, seek the function of what we're trying to communicate so we can be talking about apples to apples or oranges to oranges, so to speak. To ensure the clarity of our communication and discussion, to get to know one another better. Let's see what is the function. What are the functions of what we're saying, or what functions should result in our interacting with one another? Don't waste a lot of time saying, well, I think it's a tomato. I think it's a tomato. I think it's discipline. I think it's judgment. Discipline brings correction. Judgment brings correction. Sometimes we battle over words that we may not like, just like some people don't like being called ignorant. I'm ignorant to some things, and some things I'm not. Ignorant just means a lack of knowledge. I take no offense in it. We must understand, my brothers and sisters, when we look at the function of matters, we can understand what we're saying to one another. We can better come closer together. If ever there was a time to forge relationships closer than what we have right now with the set-apart body of Yahushua, that time is now. So begin having discussions with one another, not just throwing verses at one another, but talk about the realities of what's unfolding, the realities of what's expected, and begin to do something about it. That's all I have at this point. Again, I invite you to consider visiting my other channel on YouTube, White Rose Family. There's a lot to take in because there's a lot of work to be done. Yahushua, my brothers and sisters, help me. Help me, help you, help Yahushua. Can you honestly say, I'm not helping anybody? Can you honestly say, I'll never need help? Do you know the origins, the source of your help when needed? Just pray about it. Yahuah has been good to me, and his word enriches my mind each day. And I pray that this happens to you. If you are one drawn by the Almighty Father, the Almighty Creator Yahuah, to his word, Yahusha. Let these words stir your spirit to get active. Do something, my brothers and sisters. Do something that strengthens you and strengthens another, that strengthens Yahushua. On that note, I pray that we each grow in discerning his living voice, and that we respond in the manner in which he desires. I pray that you are in good health or moving towards good health. I pray that you are continuously encouraged. This life is real. The Almighty Father Yahuah is real. His word was manifest for our purpose, to learn how to grow in set apartness and worship and obey him. On that note, shalom. Shalom.